Good morning, Raiders, right? So, hey, the big ol' update is here. Right, if I look like I just woke up, it's because I partially did. But anyways, this is Melenthios, right? I'm opening this up to basically give you my first experience of seeing this new awesome, what was been promised for, I don't know, like a month now. I don't remember how long. It's look, I'm just happy it's here. It's new content. I'm a mid-level player. I'm assuming these are going to give me awesome powers that are going to allow me. I mean, we don't have to assume. We know that there's going to be awesome powers involved and everything like that, which could help us push our content more towards, end game, which is probably no longer going to be end game. That's going to be mid game. So, like Hydra, for instance, is hard, right, to do. But I'm assuming they did that with the intention of, hey, we're going to make new content. This is going to make Hydra and everything else seem a little bit easier. And then they're going to create more content beyond that, obviously. Because, I mean, if you look at it, there's 3 boss slots. We can see 2. There's a third one that I opened up. Anyways, and there's all kinds of, obviously, lovely trickery in there where they show like, oh hey, we could have this faction, oh hey, anyways, there's all these little lovely little things. But anyways, so yeah, Champion Awakening is now unlocked, right? Beat the Iron Twins, visit altars and souls, awaken your champions, choose the blessings, everything you saw in that awesome YouTube video, right? Choose your blessings. So let's go. All right. So boom, we're looking at the Altar of Souls. Okay, let's check out this bad boy. Here's our first experience. Oh, there we go. We got the Arbiter over here giving us a little brief on how to do things. Behold, the Altar of Souls. This is where you summon the souls for your champions. Then awaken them to get powerful blessings from special divinities. I guess I should have done it as a chick voice. Oh, behave. Anyways, 2022, right? Yeah, who's to say the Arbiter doesn't have a man voice from time to time? Anyways, okay, so moving on, right? Okay, cool. This little, powered up, souped up Arbiter transformation, right? There are 2 types of souls, obviously, right? Perfect souls and split souls, as they said in the YouTube video, right? I'm assuming the perfect soul is going to take them all the way up to wherever you want it, as per that little emblem right there. So if it says 3, you're gonna go 3. If it says 4, you're gonna go 4. Now remember, if it's a imperfect soul, the split soul, right? Say you have a 4, so the split soul is gonna only have 1 star that's gonna highlight it, and say it's on the 4th one. You have to be up to level 3 before you can use that split soul. At least that's what I got from watching the YouTube video, right? And all the little videos that they came out with. They have been covered extensively, and you've probably been watching over and over and over again because it's just that awesome, right? So anyways, it says perfect souls let you awaken champions as high, right, as the souls, depending on how many stars it has. Split souls need to be used to specific awakening levels, like I just said. Here we go. Okay, cool. So let me show the armor here. This is where you have to choose your blessing. Now, you remember, legendaries can choose anything. So, like, for instance, it shows right here you have rare, epic, and legendary, right? So, since she's a legendary, she can choose between all 6 to be her little blessing. Now, obviously, rares, they only get these 2, epics, those 4, and legendaries, all 6, which is awesome. Let's see, just in case I'm not putting my foot in my mouth. Each champion can only be awakened using their own souls. Once you have their soul, they are ready to awaken. Oh my god, I feel like a soul collector. Yes, give me your souls. I dabble in the wares. Anyways, awakened champions are able to align themselves in divinities to unlock powerful blessings to help them in battle. Alright, and then obviously, right, they talked about this. To get souls, you'll need to get the soul coins and soul essence from the the Iron Twins Fortress. Twin Towers, so I'm sorry. Moving on. Once you have those, come to the Altar of Souls and acquire soul stones to summon souls or get souls directly from the merchant using soul essence. Okay, cool. So go kill big guy, get awesomeness, level up awesomeness, right? Make your champions like godlike. Well, maybe not godlike, but just blessed. Yeah. Alright. So it says to help find souls for specific champions, you can add them to your wish list. Okay, cool. That is everything you need to know about the awakening. Go forth and awaken your champions, or as they all say, go forth and do great things. At least that's what I say, I guess. Alright, so awakening starter gifts. Use these free items to get souls and awaken your champions. Enjoy. Oh, sweet. We get a starter kit. It's awesome. Alright, so what I'm going to do, first of all, before I do anything, I'm going to go to my wish list because I got champions that I want to sit there and have awaken. So, like, for instance, like my arena gods, I'm going to start off with Hegemon, right? If he can, I'm just assuming here now, we're not even thinking about having all these powers, these blessings, or anything like that. Like, I want what I like. That's what I'm going to go for, like that. For instance, I like to push myself in the arena. I'm going to go with my arena team a little bit. But my wish does not consist of just arena stuff. Like, what can I push? What can I put myself into? Like, I can't do 25 spider yet, right? That's something I struggle with just a little bit. Yeah, there's all kinds of like little cheap gimmicks. You can get out there with some cheap, champions and everything like that. But it's not, at least from what I've seen, it's not 100% foolproof. So I want a good set of champions that are going to just run the town on the spider person, right? On the spider. Or, hey, if I'm struggling with dragon, if I'm not, obviously that's something you shouldn't struggle with because it's pretty easy. But we'll go into videos about that later. Anyways, what I'm getting at here though is Hegemon is definitely going to be one of them. She's part of my arena team, right? She's my stunner. So those two. And then, I know, and I'm sorry, I think I've watched Ash's videos so many times where he says we don't talk about Ninja, but right here, oh, I'm talking about Ninja. Yeah, he's getting awakened. Alright, those are the ones I want. Oh, see, that's the other thing too, right here. Silda Drakes. This is hard. This is hard. She's good. Hegemon's good. And so is he. Oh, I'm torn. Ooh, Hegemon's pretty boss like himself, so maybe my Hegemon can wait. Because Ninja's pretty boss. Yeah, we're going with Ninja. Alright, cool. There it is. There he is. I made the hard choice and everything. Alright, now my epics. Obviously, Skull Crown is going there. We're going to go with the Myth. And I'm thinking Madame Ceres. Yes, Madame Ceres. Let's scroll down real fast. Take a looky-loo. See if there's anything else I would want. Oh, she's a great arena player. Decisions. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Madame Ceres on this one. Yep. All right, cool. Madame Ceres. Anyways, those are gonna be my three on the epic area, right? Not a really big hard decision. Here we go. Wish list automatically Cold Heart, right? Oh, phenomenal. I really enjoy having Cold Heart. She has been a game changer for me for the most part, right? I would say I would go with another guy that's utilized as legendary. This gentleman right here, I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now for some reason. It's Apothecary. There we go. Apothecary. Anyways, Apothecary is definitely one of them. And then, what I want to see. There's choices. I think I'm going to go with Eris. I have seen some pretty interesting teams with her lately. So I'm going to go with that. Alright, and those will be my three rares. Okay? So now I built my wish list. Okay, this is definitely my team right now. So I'm gonna close that out. Okay, make sure it's saved. Okay, cool. Saves automatically. Don't have to do anything. Now, Use Mortal Souls to get Mortal Soul coins. Alright, cool. So let's see. Actually, hold on. Let's see if we can... This is that Soul Merchant thing we're talking about. Okay, so hey, right off the bat, we go to our Soul Merchant, right? They said they talked about having some 1-stars, right? Or at least somebody talked about it at one point in time. But here's the start of your Soul Merchant. I'm not gonna go straight off the bat and start buying things from my Soul Merchant because one, resources are obviously limited, and none of these, maybe her, Visix is like the only champion that I utilize in certain kits right now. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to that. I want to jump the gun by doing that. So Mystic Market, right? So this is where you can buy. So if you buy these, right, you should get full souls, right? So it'll be the complete soul fragment last time I remember, and then your eternal soul essences is utilized to buy things. But yeah, your total solar stones, when you buy these, you should be able to, in theory, get a full-blown thing. So hold on, we'll get back to this because I think I'm gonna buy one just to see what happens, because we can buy the Mortal Soul Stone right now, the first one. Okay, this bad boy right here. So this is obviously your soul pool, just like your champion pool. Obviously, we can sit there and buy some stuff up. Oh, look, we can already bring it out, but I'm not going to do that yet because, you know, 1. And then 2, I got plenty of room right now, so this is good. All right, and then obviously this is where you bring them into Awaken. So this is awesome. This is, I mean, this looks aesthetically pleasing right now. So let's see, 10,000, right? So it gives me, I have 5 of these, right? 1 of these, okay. So, I mean, should we just, yeah, we'll just start off by summoning one. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. Alright. I don't use him that often, but hey, I'm good with this. I am 100% good with this, alright? Close this out, right? Or we'll summon the next one here, which, you know what, we'll go for a full-blown summon, right? I'm gonna go all in right off the bat, you know. Hey, forget it. I'm here to collect me some awesomeness here, okay? Another champion I haven't used yet, although I've heard good things, right? And not so good things. People's got jokes. Okay. Alright, I recently sacrificed him to make a 6. So, yeah. Don't got him anymore. Okay, legendary. Legendary. For a champion I don't have. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby. And lastly, but hopefully, surely not least, please be something useful to me. Okay, so hey, I have my wish list. We're already seeing nothing on my wish list is there. So the wish list is like, hey, we got, it's 0.01% chance for you to get anything. And by the way, when we do this wish list, it's gonna make it a 0.011 chance for you to get that now. Yeah, we're just gonna go on just a little bit. Alright. And then we're gonna go to the Mortal Soul Stone here and see what we got. Please. Can we get something good? Alright. We got 4 of this gentleman right here, which is on my I don't use list. Actually, I might use him for sacrifice food all the time. So cool. A bunch of you know, characters that I don't, you know, use. But hey, you know what? Hold on. So we got this, right? We can awaken some, you know, champions now. Let's go to Jingle all the way. Well, you see how here I can't. I shouldn't be able to, right? I can't, right? It says to awaken this champion, you must be ascended. Champions cannot be awakened with a higher. So I have to ascend him first, right? So we can do that, or right, we'll just go straight into the this gentleman right here, Senis Skull. I'm butchering this. Senis Chow, whatever his name is. Anyways, we're gonna click it. Okay, awaken this champion to get the blessings. So we're gonna awaken him by 1. Okay, so probably not that strong, but strong enough, right? Clicky. And we're looking at is there anything that's different? Does he have bigger muscles? You know, beefcake. Nope. But it says blessings unlocked. Go to your collection to explore the blessings. So let's check this out. All right. Collection. All right, here we go. So it says go to right. I'm hold on. What am I missing here? Okay, got champion. How do I awaken soul collection, market, soul merchants? Did I do this right? All right, hold on. Let's. Okay, obviously. Oh, okay, soulstone gift chain. Okay, so they're gonna give us gifts right off the bat. That's awesome. I'm hoping it's free. Oh, it is. All right, cool. So we're gonna claim that. Here's the catch. It's daily login stuff, right? All right, so let's go to champions, right? Okay, skills. Here's where we can go for our blessing. All right, cool. Awaken rare, epic, and legendary champions using their souls to unlock powerful blessings to help them in battle. Okay, cool. There are multiple divinities to choose from, each with their own set of blessings. Alright, right here there are 3 rarities. Obviously, we talked about this. Rare, epic, and legendary. Okay? So, now, this is where I can choose divinities. So, dark resolve. It says each blessing has 6 levels. Okay, obviously, you know, hey, 6 stars, 6 ascensions. These are obvious. Alright, so anyways, unlocking new levels is easy. Just awaken your champions. You just gotta wake them up, right? Bedtime, no more. The higher your champion's level of awakening, the higher the level their blessings will be, and the more powerful those blessings will become. Cool. So, I'm looking at this right off the bat. Obviously, I'm going to choose a rare, and plus I can't do it right now anyways. Although I did see her in the marketplace. Oh boy. I might, you know, legendary her up. Since this could be like my only one. So, like, anyways, like, you got light, dark, war, chaos. Now, I could go in depth, right, on everything and whatnot. But in all honesty, that would be a really long video. So, let's do this real fast. Let's do this number, okay? I am gonna see if I can afford afford to get in here. So we'll go to the soul merchant right now. Okay, I have soul cards. This guy right here to buy her. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna do it so that way you can see it. That way you can make your own choices. How about that? There we go. Alright, so we're going to go over to Awaken. We are going to wake up my Visix, right? Okay, so boom. Automatically going to wake up my Visix. My awesome... There is a... beautiful. I mean, if you're into that sort of dark elf, evil looking thing, possibly spiderish, porcupine. I don't know. But anyways, right? Good looking. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, now she's ascended, okay, or awakened, or whatever you want to call it, right? It's Ascension, essentially. So we got here, right? We'll go to skills and let's go to blessings. All right, now I want to think about her kit first, right? So on her A1, attacks one enemy 2 times each hit, has an 80% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. Fills its champion's turn meter equal to the amount of target losses, which is an awesome ability. I see. Obviously, you can tell I don't have her booked out. I'm not like, you know, hey, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I haven't dropped a little money on this thing from time to time. You know, like, hey, they have this awesome deal, and you're like, bro. Yeah, okay, not total free to play, but mostly I run, you know, free to play stuff, right? So obviously she's not booked out. But I've geared her out. She's got, you know, 55,000 power, you know, fun stuff like that with what I've had, right? So anyways, but on her A1, you know, decrease target's turn meter. She has 2 attacks on it, right? As an 80% chance. And then booked out, it'd be 100% chance, right? And then the A2, right? Attacks all enemies, has 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed. And then also places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Alright, and it's increased by damage. And then lastly, we're talking about attacking all enemies and placing a provoke, right? Debuff for 1 turn, places shield buff on this champion equal to 20% of their max HP for 2 turns. Okay, so places a shield buff on this champion equal to 20% of their max HP. So obviously, not only is she a defense champion, but HP is relatively important. That's why I built her with semi-decent HP, semi-decent defense. Yeah, you know, when I look at this totally, it's not really that glorious, right? We're looking at 3,000 here, 37,000. So it's not like, you know, your end game friggin' she's gonna, you know, rule the world type character right now. But I did build her resistance high, and I did build her accuracy high. Enough. So anyways, we're looking at those that she's gonna be tanky, she's gonna protect my friends, and she's gonna get the bad guys to beat on me, right? So now knowing that, right, and I got a defense aura, okay, I want to think about how can my blessing possibly add to her effect, in my opinion, right? So, like, for instance, I look at this one, it says Miracle Heal. Has a chance to restore a portion of any destroyed HP whenever this champion heals themselves or an ally. The amount of HP restored is equal to a percentage of the heal. So, for instance, I have her, now this is the other thing too, right? So I have her in a lifesteal set, right? So she heals herself with smacks, right? Pretty much. I got some health. Anyways, alright, so she's got, you know, this little lovely heals and everything, right? That she does. But she's also providing that defensive on her teammates. So has a chance to restore a portion of any destroyed HP whenever this champion heals themselves. Okay, so if there is destroyed HP, right? And I'm assuming that means, and I don't know, this is just going off the cuff here, but there's the heal addition to my heal that I'm doing when I go to smack somebody, right? Maybe, I don't know, I have to actually test all this craziness out. I'm not like a verbiage wizard. I was good with electronics and military and helicopters. I was never really good with, you know, hey, I was going to go out there and write biographies and all kinds of English craziness and come up with jargon for everybody else. No, it was like, hey, Marine Corps, go forth and do great things with the least amount of money and the least amount of parts and the least amount of resource, like just everything, you know what I'm saying? And then just come out on top somehow, right? So anyways, but if you look at this, right, it also says 30% chance to restore HP when healing, restores destroyed HP equal to 5% of the heal, okay? So I'm assuming the heal is 1,000, or we'll just say 500, 5% will be 5 health, boom. So 500, 5 heals, right? That's rare, okay? And we're looking over here, Immortal Spirit has a chance of blocking any stun, sleep, and fear. Okay, that's awesome. I don't know. Debuffs whenever an enemy tries to place them on this champion. So I would assume like stuff like this is great for arena. Okay? And then a 5% chance blocking debuffs. So this is kind of give you the description, and then this gives you the whole like, hey, yo, Captain Jack, this is what we're doing. Okay? So there's a chance of blocking, freeze, provoke, and true fear. This one here is stun, sleep, and fear. There's a true fear, freeze, and provoke. Okay, so you guys know the little bad guy that sits there and throws fear at you all the time and then hits you and then heals him. They always fear you. It's really annoying. Yeah, there you go. Debuffs. This is going to change like everything. Like arena, all kinds of crazes. Right? You're going to have to look at, oh, hey, he has this blessing. What does that do for him? Okay, cool. Is that going to affect my team and how I can, you know, proceed to attack? Right? Do I have a blessing? Do they have counter blessings? You know what I'm saying? Like, does one of these one blessings counter the other? This, that, so on and so forth. I mean, you got dark versus light here. You got war versus chaos. Which actually, these are complementary in this case here. That's dark and light. That's opposites. But war and chaos. Ooh. We go to war, which creates chaos. Anyways, controlled chaos, but chaos. Alright, so Iron Will decreases damage this champion receives from enemy skills activated by other skills or when enemies... So we're back on the line, by the way. Activated by enemy skills inflicted damage. So basically, we'll go over this the quick thing because I could be here all day, right? Decreases the damage received by 5%. Okay, that's awesome because she's a tank. I want her to receive less damage while taking the damage, right? Will ignore 5% of target's resistance. Okay, that's good in arena, right? And then we're going to get up to the legendary stuff, which is awesome, right? All right, so strengthens your team's aura and weakens the enemy's team's aura. Oh, okay. Okay, so now what happens if... Okay, so if multiple champions on the same team have the intimidating presence... Okay, yeah, I was about to answer the question. Only one will work. If champions on the same team have both the intimidating presence and the command presence, blessing, only intimidating presence will work. Okay. So only one will work. If multiple champions have the same team on the same team have intimidating presence. So obviously you only need this one, right? So like, hey, this champion, you're guaranteed you're going to have intimidating presence. Okay? And then if champions on the same team have both the intimidating presence and the commanding presence, blessings, only intimidating presence will work. Okay, cool. So that's awesome. So they basically said, hey, we're going to give you an awesome buff, and there's this other awesome buff in this other place, but you cannot have both at the same time. Okay, so I know that works right now. Right, but what happens if both teams have it? So it strengthens your team's aura by 2.5% and weakens the enemy's aura, weakens the enemy team's aura by 5%. So if yours gets strengthened by 2.5% and then you weaken your enemies by 5%, right? What happens if they have the same thing? So then it strengthens theirs by 2.5%, and then so you just both take a 2.5% loss. Is that what that is? You both get weakened by 2.5%, essentially. Is that what that is? You know, I don't know, crazy math. Whenever an enemy receives a buff or has, I'm looking at just the light one for right now because I got to figure out what blessing I'm going to want in the long run and everything. But I'm kind of giving you an idea. You need to read through each one of these. I mean, this one here automatically, right? If you didn't know and you went up against somebody that had imitating, oh my gosh, presence, intimidating presence, right? You would think that both teams will just take a 2.5% loss. You know what I'm saying? But this is your way to counteract their intimidating presence. You know, with one champion nonetheless, right? So one champion will have this. Say you're on an arena team, that's how, you know, the cookie crumbles, right? So this seems very arena positive. A lot of this does seem very arena positive, which I absolutely love, right? So I'm going to have to eventually go through all this, but just for, polymorph, but anyway, so like, I'm going to choose, she's not my arena team, right? So I'm just going to go off the cuff here, and I'm going to sit there and choose Iron Will. I want her to receive, decreases the damage received by 5%, okay? We're going to do that, right? And if you look at it here, defense plus 300 at 2, and then plus 100 to legendary champions. So, I mean, I guess it's only going to give me a small buff, right? Decreases the damage received by... So this is not actually... So this is probably not as effective, right, for legendary champions. So they made it to probably like, oh, hey, I got an epic, right? And it's going to work well with my epics, but plus 100 to champion, to legendary champions. So is that saying defense plus 300 and then plus 100, or is it just saying like defense plus 300 and for legendary champions it's only plus 100? You know what I'm saying? So they should probably put like defense plus 300 for epics and below, or they probably try to make it not as wordy as possible. But in that case, there you're posing a lot more questions, I guess, in this case. So yeah, anyways, you have your choices here, right? I can hook up my champions a little bit better, right? I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna figure it out. But let's just choose something, right? Say I decided to choose something, so I'll choose Iron Will, right? So let's choose his blessing. Are you sure you want to choose the Iron Will blessing from the divinity, right? So I'm gonna choose it. Boom! I have my blessing now. Now the thing about this is like, oh no. What if I chose the wrong blessing? Okay, I'm gonna come over here, change blessing, And let's just say I wanted to choose something else, right? I click on this. It says, are you sure you want to change the Iron Will to the Lightning Cage Blessing? Attention, future blessings changes will require gems. Okay, so the first one's free, like they said, and then the future is going to cost gems. So I'll figure all that craziness out first, and I'll choose my other blessing in the future. But yeah, there we go. Boom, right there, right off the bat. So we got our blessings. We're figuring all that out. Looks awesome, okay? Now, what we're going to do next is I want to, first of all, I want to check out, oh, here, you know what, we did, assuming we did, yeah, we did get those guys. Oh, that's awesome. Look, we updated you, so you get the free stuff, right? All right, so anyways, we're going to go in here, and I am going to, I'm going to do my little last 3 summons, right? Get like, 3 more. And if you notice, I know I'll go point out this in the bottom in a second. What do we get? I'm hoping for Cold Heart. Okay, a 3 on this guy, right? Not on my wish list, but it's a 3. That's cool. Yet again, not on my wish list, but that's a 4. All right, cool. And we're looking again. So hey, this is part of that whole like, hey, so the gotcha is like 100% in effect. Okay, so when you go to do these summonings, just know this wish list is probably not gonna be as awesome as it they made it out to seem. Okay, so anyways, but look, we've been using this use mortal soul stones to get immortal soul coins, right? So you can go to, we'll just say, the Mystic Merchant and be like, hey, I want to buy this mortal soul stone, this immortal soul stone, so on and so forth, right? And then these guys you can take to the soul merchant, right? So we're looking at, that costs what, 50 of those? So I mean, that's not too bad. Oh, it's for 1 though, right? And if you look over the soul merchant, so like say I want Godfrey the Perfect Soul right now, 1 cost 50, right? So we're talking like a whole 500 for 10, 1,000 for, yeah, I'm not about to sacrifice my coins here. I'll just save them up and buy my perfect soul stones and pray that they're good and everything like that. So immortal stone, right? I'm assuming this is the only thing this is good for, so I'll come over here and I'll purchase it, right? And then lastly, we'll come over here and we'll do one more pull for hopefully the dubs. And an epic champion that I don't have yet, although I do want this guy. I do not have Ogre. Alright, so so far it's been disappointing. Okay, I haven't got anything of real use yet, so we'll see what happens though. I put my wish list in there, and they've already, it's like putting me on a pedestal for something awesome, and like, hey, you got a chance, big dog. It's like this big. It's probably they probably make it less. No, I'm just kidding. They wouldn't do that, would they? Anyways, so let's go into the battle, right? So this is what we've been waiting for. Okay, here it is right here. The Iron Twins Fortress. Alright, this is the Iron Twins Fortress. Defeat the Iron Twins to claim the soul coins and soul essence. You need to awaken your champions, right? So I showed you the whole system as far as what's going on. Now we're going to look at how we can get our stuff, right? With not paying any money, right? Free to play. Way to go, right? I'm not 100%, like I said, but hey, I still like to work hard for my stuff. Anyways, each day the Iron Twins Infinity will change. Okay, so now they talked about how Infinity was going to play an important part. Okay, so you have to remember that when you're going to these boss fights. Progress is individual to each affinity. Beat each stage of the dungeon of one affinity does not count for others. Okay, so just like Wind Factions, except it's going to be affinity changeover. Okay, so or actually these guys here are a prime example. One on Sunday, this is going to be open, and whatever level I've gotten to is whatever I got. So let's open it up. Okay, so yeah, 1 key, right, and then energy, which whatever. At least, I mean, no, that really actually bites. So let's see. The challenge is great, but so are the rewards, right? Claim soul coins and soul essence, then go to the ultra souls in your bastion, which we just did. Yeah, we wanted to get ahead of ourselves just a little bit. All right. There, get soul stones and summon champion souls, or visit the soul merchants to get souls directly. Okay, we covered all that craziness. In fact, it was right there in the front start. All right. Obviously, they're gonna look at keys and energy. Oh, don't look. I am poor. Each battle requires both energy and fortress keys. You'll receive a limited number of fortress keys each day, so don't let them go to waste. Basically, what she's saying is use them and lose them if you don't use them. All right, so we're going to go right into the battle. So stage 1, right, 95, and we have a force affinity. Okay, click on the little help button here. Is there anything crazy? Oh, cool. It talks about the same information we just pretty much covered. Cool. So you got your help button. If you forget to click the button. Cat, not right now, please. Love you. Alright. Anyways, 1 key, 12 energy. Okay, so we got to build our team. I don't know. Boss guide, right? We'll come over here. He does some awesome attacks. So voltaic pendulums, right? Attacks one enemy. You know, I'm just gonna wing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go right in there. I don't know. I'm just gonna choose some powerful heroes, and hopefully that goes for the goal for the day. What was her affinity? Oh, faction groups. All right. So soon we're gonna have like the this tower's lovely little freaking affinity, right? All right. So let's see. What can we do to make our champions good? So here's my I don't know if there's any waves. If there are waves, she's my stunner, right? She's my stunner, my debuff blocker, all kinds of awesomeness, right? We're going to go with Ninja. He can burn things down. Although that's not affinity strong, I'm not really going for the, what do you call it? Not really going for the affinity here. His ability will do HP burn. So hopefully it'll just burn, right? I'm going to want to make sure he doesn't go as fast, so I'm going to use her for her A3 specifically. I need a little revival here, so we're going to go with Silver Drakes, right? Awesome. I got our regeneration set. Now, let's look at this. My main damage right now is she's no affinity, right? No affinity problems. So now I got to think about what I want to do, because most of mine are magic startups, right? So she's actually got some decent crit rate and crit damage. Like I have her set up pretty well off, right? She's got a stun set, all that craziness. Crit rate is maxed out, crit damage is there. But what do I want to do for my last little spot? I don't have crazy amounts of, actually, hold on, let's go to champions real fast. My champion vaults and see who I got. I haven't fully geared him out yet. He is maxed out. I have Royal Guard, which I wonder, since there's 2 of them, since there's 2, like their brothers attached to the back or something like that, I don't know. Like, do I want, I can move him to my collection, right? I can use him. Who else do I want to sit there and mess around with? You know what, he might be my one. See, the thing is, though, is he's magic, right? And we're going for against a force, and I really don't have a lot of, like, my force is like my one weakness on this account, right? It's pretty bad, actually. Everything else has not been built up yet, or I've been working on it, or some kind of craziness. I don't have tons of money, or I don't have, like, to just buy whatever I want, so most of the time it's just free to play stuff. Run through my dungeons, make my money, build my characters and everything like that. But most of my realization is I built the ones that I wanted to build based on certain situations. Lo and behold, I realized that I made a lot of magic affinities. But it's cool. I do have a second Cold Heart. Or last, and it's a magic affinity, right? So if it's a magic affinity, let's close this out. And let's go with our poison. right? Or we can go with Skull Crown. You just go around with Skull Crown. I mean, my champion here is Skull Crown. She is awesome, phenomenal. She's sitting at 61,000 power, and I mean, I don't even have my arena mixed up. Let's just be honest here. And she's doing pretty well for herself, right? Got the 98 crit rate. I mean, if you want to look at total stats and everything, we're talking like close to 5,000 power, 30,000 HP. The defense is sorely lacking, but we'll work on that, right? That's why we got the revives. 98%, a bunch of crit damage, and a bit of accuracy, which I definitely need to work on that too. But the builds are what they are right now. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this team right here, right? So hopefully a little HP burn, a lot more health because the whole ally ability and everything like that. I'm going in this a little overpowered, I think personally, because it's a 95, right? I know it's force affinity, but it's 95, and we're looking at a team power of 265k, stun. We're talking like reset your boss's turn meter, jeez. HP burn, revival, health, HP recovery, and then a weaken along with some damage. So hopefully we're gonna come in here and just destroy this guy. All right, right off the bat. So this is actually really awesome. We're talking like gears pumping in the background. Yep. So they're looks like they're conjoined twins, right? Conjoined twins. Yeah, they got one set of legs. All right, cool. He's just chilling on the back, and they're just flipping around. All right, so yeah, like I thought, that was just I came in there with the overkill. Okay, I came in there with the overkill, but we're looking at the rewards right here. So we're obviously not here to farm silver. This is it's a consolation prize, right? All right, but we got 55 of the mortal soul chain or mortal soul coin, right? Times 55. So I mean, I guess that's not too bad. Was it 1,000 of those to get 1,000 of those to get one true soul, right? So, anyways, I mean, we can go straight into the next one, right? Let's just roll the dice. Let's keep going. I mean, it's 120, so it's obviously jumping by 30s. I'm assuming this is going to be easy for a little bit, just a little bit, right? So he came in there with the burn like I thought he was going to do. She has her based on enemies max HP and attack, which is awesome. And then she's going to reset the turn meter. I'm seeing he's got some counterattack abilities, right? Just looking. We didn't even look at the abilities full blown, but we saw some counterattack with the rockets there, right? So obviously he's going to do some damage. And if you look at it, we have this little debuff here that can't be removed, right? The little golden perimeter there. I'd have to take a look at that. I probably should have paused it and looked at the whole. Oh, you can't pause it, right? I should have looked at the what's happening in the fight. Okay, so boom, again, little bump in gold, a little bump in silver, a little more bump in these. So we're gonna continue going. We'll just see how it goes, see how high we can get real fast. We'll see what's going on, right? And then I'm gonna try to. Let's see. He puts a debuff on you. What is this debuff on? So decrease crit rate, right? He puts a weaken on you. Decrease attack, defense. Right, these are all the little ones. Iron Brand. Okay, so attacks on these places or extends Iron Brand debuff on all enemies. The duration of the Iron Brand debuff given depends on each enemy's defense. The enemy with the highest defense will receive 10 turns of Iron Brand. The enemy with the next highest defense will receive 9, so on and so forth, right? That's receive 8, and so on. If any enemy already has an Iron Brand debuff, the duration of their current Iron Brand debuff will extend by this number of turns. All right, so Iron Brand debuffs cannot be blocked or removed. That was that golden border. Growth effect. Every time this skill is used, the Iron Twins' defense will be increased by 2.5%, plus an additional 1% for every enemy whose affinity does not match the Iron Twins. The Iron Twins will not use their skill when their HP is below 40%. So when they're below 40%, they can't use their skill. Their damage is based off of attack, which, I mean, I guess it's irrelevant to us in a sense, right? At the moment. There's probably more information to that we'll have to look into. But we're looking at the Iron Brand debuff cannot be blocked or removed. And then it says every time the skill is used, the Iron Twins defense will increase by 2.5%, plus an additional 1% for every enemy whose affinity does not match the Iron Twins, right? Okay, so every time the skill is used. So when he uses the skill, it's going to raise 2.5%. Let's say he's obviously Force, it's going to go up by 2.5% if I have all Force. If I have one non-force, and it's going to be 2.5% plus 1, so we can do math here, 3.5%. So that's going to be frustrating as far as defense goes. Okay, and the Iron Brand. See, I don't even. Each time this skill is used, the Iron Twins' defense will increase by. So when they use the skill, it increases their defense. Is that what the Iron Brand does? It just increases? What's the numbers for? I don't get attacks. Places extend on them. Is there another? Okay, here we go. Okay, more information on the Iron Brand. So everything's gonna increase or decrease the Iron Brand, right? And then growth effect. Every time the skill is used. So this is for everything. Fires of Insanity, Ruinous, Swathe, attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has extends Iron Brand. The first hit places Iron Brand debuff whose duration depends on each enemy's defense, right? We talked about that. The enemy with the highest defense will receive 5 turns of Iron Brand. The enemy with the next highest defense. Okay, so different abilities add different amounts of stacks. Alright, and so on. If an enemy already has Iron Brand debuff, the duration of their current Iron Brand debuff will be extended. Okay, the second hit does the same, but the duration of the Iron Brand debuffs placed on depends on each enemy's attack instead. Okay, so it goes from defense to attack after that. And then after the first 2 hits, attacks all enemies again. The damage inflicted to each enemy increases according to the number of turns remaining on each enemy's Iron Brand. This hit will ignore 30% of each target's defense. Wow. Okay, so that's bad, right? So every time this skill is used, the Iron Twins' attack and defense will be increased by 4%, plus an additional 1%. So we're looking at that it's highly important for you to, 1, kill them as fast as possible. 2, don't let them have a turn. 3, the big thing here is, and it goes off based off enemies' max HP. So not only are you giving them more attack and defense for their different abilities, right? Their damage for this particular ability right here, which is, I don't know, what does it say cooldown wise or anything like that? It doesn't say anything, or what cycle they use them or anything. But on Doomsday Machine, this one here is based off of enemy max HP. So if you have a high HP champion, they're gonna get wrecked too, at least with that ability, right? And we'll go more into it. It talks about how it works, and it gives you breakdown. So I'm just gonna give you a little cap on it, right? We got teams of the week. There are no teams yet, right? Because I don't know. So I mean, what? There's no teams of the week. My previous team made the week. You know what I'm saying? Actually, hold on real fast. Let's check that. Let's go to we'll just say battle, right? Boss guy, teams of the week. Am I on there? No. I'm just saying I beat the boss at a certain time limit. I'm just messing around. Anyways, alright, so now you can see why it's important. Alright, so at stage 3 there's a special. We're going to get an additional amount of coins, and it seems like every 3 stages you're going to get something a little more, a little incentive to get through that stage. And you can see all the way up, it goes all the way up to stage 15, right? 350 power, right? Power level. So, yeah. So I'm gonna do this last one, right? And then we'll kick it over to the soul area one more time, right? 'Cause, I mean, I feel like I'm still kind of overpowered for this, right? At the moment. I mean, as you can see though, right? He's using his abilities. I have 2 1, 2, 3, 4 non-force affinities. So he's getting 4% on top of the 2.5%. That's 6.5%. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Alright, cool. So he's getting more defense basically as we go, and he uses his abilities. And you can see right there, now I started out doing lots of damage, and it's getting a little weaker over time. Now he's below 40% at this point in time. So remember, at 40%, these abilities no longer work. Right? He's no longer going to increase defense and attack from a right. If you read the abilities, I'm just kind of going over the rough memory real fast and everything. But that was awesome. Okay, so we got our incentive. I'm going to wrap this up because, hey, this is my first look at it, and I wanted to share that look with y'all. I'm hoping you're enjoying this so far. All right, so I'm going to go to the Bastion. Look at that, right? Mortal Soulstone, right? Just the level one to see what we can get with 600k. They're already trying to get us here $90. Oh boy. Yeah, right. Anyways, so let's go to and you know, it's gonna be the big whales, right? The people at the top that are like, I gotta be number one still. I have to. So they're gonna buy it. They just are. They're going to want to have the advantage point on the rest of everybody. So anyways, we're going to go back to our Soulstone Summon. Okay, we just got a whole bunch of coins here. I can buy one more of these. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy one more of these guys. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here to Soulstone Summon. See, I get 200 of these because this will be my 10th one, right? Essentially. We'll see. Going for the summon. Hopefully it is a character that I have. I don't have. Yes. Wish list, baby. Not a thing. Alright, cool. So now I can collect my, which is cool. They allow you to collect it instead of auto collect, so you can feel good about yourself and all your non-winnings that you didn't get. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I collect my 200 resets, and then you go over here, and now I got 700 of these bad boys. Yeah, so that is the awakening, right? That is the new stuff that I've been we've been waiting for and everything. I'm excited. I know my wish list is not excited, but hey, it's gonna be in time. Now I believe, and I don't know what else they have going on this, but I'm assuming that Syl the Drakes is gonna get her new skin, right? It isn't here somewhere yet. No, but I'm pretty sure Ash is going to be like, oh my god. Because I watch all that guy's videos. And yeah, that's like the love of his life. Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. We got our own little event here. Oh, so you can win points now. Okay, so I'm just going to go wreck people's day. Earn tournament points by ascending champions, leveling them up, and upgrading their ranks. I'll be doing that here shortly. So anyways, that's all I got for you. I'll wrap this up with a quick little arena look at. I'm going to be making my own arena video here soon. I got to mess around with the thing, but I talked about farming, right? I've been purposely keeping my defense low, okay? So that way it purposely drops me down to 3 and 4. I really don't want to go into 3 because then it drops the amount of gold badges that I get, right? Because if you go over here, we'll just look at this team right here. Start out. Hegemon's going to go from number 1 right off the bat. Probably, yep. Kill at least one of them, block a couple of their abilities. Most of my other guys are super strong. Right, there we go. She came in with the block buffs and everything. The whole know your place, right? Boom. Easy win. Easy dub. Easy dub. And what it is I built my team on a go first, right? He's gonna go first. That's his ability. And then I built in conjunction with a speed because I wanted to not only go first, but I want to have continuous speed just in case. Because the thing is he's gonna come in with that first one, and then what if they survive? But hopefully not. If they survive, will their abilities be blocked? And then if not, then she's going to come in, hopefully stunned. She's going to come in hopefully stud, and then she's gonna come in and wreck house because that's what she does with her A2, just phenomenally wreck house. All right, and that about wraps it up. I appreciate you watching. I thank you. I hope you're having an outstanding day. Oh, here we go. They reset it for the week, right? I'm at 16-2. But yeah, thank you very much, my fellow Raiders, for watching. That was my first look, and I got to share it with y'all, the viewers. I'm hoping you like, subscribe, and I'm gonna make more content in the future to include, and what the most important one is rating to max this puppy out, because it's not maxed, and I need to start maxing it. I mean, I've been moving. Anyways, all right, thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and stay tuned.